Welcome to the specifics on how to complete this poetry analysis sheet. I've made a couple changes and highlighted the key points that we need to talk about so that you are completing the poetry analysis sheet in its entirety. First, you'll notice right here we have that you need to answer each question using complete sentences. We frequently get into the habit of just writing down the answer and not putting in complete sentences, and so we want to take care of writing complete sentences and practicing well. Question number 1 is just your prediction. So we're just trying to make an idea on what we think the poem's going to be about. It doesn't have to be right, it could be wrong. We'll answer this question again later on in the paper. Question 2, we need to take care of two different parts. One, we want to point out what all of the important words are in the paper, and so you can see here we're highlighting or listing some of the words, such as nouns, verbs, and phrases, that are important to understanding the poem. So first we want to mention those, and then secondly we want to write a brief summary on the poem in our own words. So to do this, we want to be sure to include the beginning, middle, and end. Question number 3 has several questions because we are trying to get an understanding for what the poem means. So we answer each of these bulleted questions individually using complete sentences. The last one is talking about the change or the shift within the poem. It might be a change with people, it might be a change with time, or it could be a change with the place or location. Moving on, we have question 4, and we're trying to find out another type of change that's going on in the poem. It could be a change in the feeling, where we're going from one feeling to another feeling. It could be a change in the language and the way that the word structure is put together and the sentences are formulated. We could also have this changing connotation. So to help us understand the connotation a little bit better, I have this example. So we can see, example 2, I saw many homeless people on the streets of the city. This has a positive feel to the word just saying that they're homeless. And a negative example would be, I saw many bums on the streets of the city. So here's a chart that you can look at to see what words are used and how we can adjust that italicized word to give it a positive connotation or to give it a negative connotation. Moving on, we have our poetic devices. These are the different pieces of figurative language that we'll be studying. You may have another poetic device or another type of figurative language that you're seeing in the poem. You want to make sure that you address what poetic device or which one is being used, and then also how it is impacting the poem. Question 6, we're looking at the theme. This is a central idea. It's a life lesson. It's something that can relate to more than just this individual poem. Number 7, that's where we're looking at the title and what it means again. And number 8, we are trying to explain, don't just tell me which type of social studies lens is being used, but you actually want to go in and explain how that piece of social studies is being incorporated into the poem. I hope this helps you complete the poem analysis sheet with full comprehension and really dive deep into what these poems mean.